Good morning, guys. Welcome back to I think this is like the fourth day. So today it's gonna be a little bit of a lengthy work day for me. So today it's gonna be a day where I'm gonna finish up cleaning out all the leaves over here. You can see all those leaves. I gotta get cleared out. I got some rocks. I'll show you here. I got the I got the rake and the chainsaw, and I got the rest of the rocks right there. So today I'm gonna finish up the fire pit, clear all of that up. And I did bring the chainsaw so I can get um, all these trees that are knocked over, cut them up and put them up. I'm gonna show you something real quick. This is what I found when I was cleaning up some of these leaves. I'll show you. When I was cleaning the leaves, I came across this little buddy here. I'm gonna show you here. Hopefully he's still here. Oh no, he done took off on me. So well, yeah. He might be still in there, not too sure. Well, what I was going to show you, oh, you can't really tell, but here, it used to be a little turtle. So, oh, I was going to cut around that trunk or around that tree, so I didn't have to bother the turtle, but I guess the turtle found a new home. So, that's fine. So, before we get started on the clean out here and cutting out these trees, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some breakfast. So today we're gonna make some breakfast, and hopefully I'll be here long enough to make some lunch as well. So you guys stick around. All right, guys. It is a little bit windier today. Actually, it is a lot windier today than it was in the past. So I'm gonna get the stove set up, and we'll get to cooking. onion, knife, oil. It is really windy. We're gonna do is cut some onion. Let's start this up. Hope it's not that windy. Now this a new burner. This is a burner I use whenever I cook like large things, like eggs in pans or big pans rather. So I'm gonna do put a little bit of oil, not too much. I just season this pan, this cast iron pan. A little bit of oil. Get a spatula. That sun feels really good. See if I can cover some of this wind. So I guess you haven't guessed it yet, but we're gonna have eggs with onions in it. some. I think it's hot enough already. Let's see if it is. There it goes. The park. Smells good. A little bit more oil. Mm, that smells delicious. Make that right there. So I got my smallest container shaker for my protein shakes. But today, I'm not going to use it for protein shakes. What I did is I put a couple eggs in there. And so they won't break. I was trying to look for a container that holds not that many eggs, but I couldn't find one. So I had to just emphasize, just use this container, put a couple of eggs in there, along some napkins, and it worked out pretty good. That smells delicious. What I did forget was salt and pepper, but it should be fine. Hope this wind calms down a little bit. think this furnace is working pretty good. Get that out of the fire. Good. All right. Let's see what else do I need. The silverware. Actually, all right. Mm. Definitely needs salt for sure, and pepper. Yeah, I think I am going to keep this little container for this particular things that we're doing. I can actually put a couple eggs in there with the onion and whatever. Use as a shaker for the scrambled eggs. If I'm one of my over medium, or I can use it for pancake batter as well. It's got a nice pouring nozzle there. So definitely, I only eat a couple eggs at a time anyways. They'll fit perfectly in here. So what I did, I put a foam cup in here where two eggs fit perfectly. And then kind of just cushioned it with a little bit of a paper towel there. And just pretty handy. The water's about to boil and get hot here. Getting ready to get some coffee going. I got my gloves. I got some breakfast in my tummy. It's not as bad as it was last week. We had some cooler temperatures. Right now it's like in the high or mid 40s, but just this wind makes it feel like it's a lot cooler. But once we get this coffee knocked down, go ahead and start cleaning up. I did bring that tarp, that blue tarp you've seen where I carried the rocks in. I'm gonna get some of these big piles of leaves and kind of just make everything cohesive and not have a whole lot of leaves out here. I'm gonna just drag the leaves on top of um, the tarp and just throw them out in the woods so it'll look that much neater. So coffee's almost done. Get this this coffee in and we'll get working. That should be good enough. Not as hot as I would want it to be, but it does the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this cup of coffee and get working. I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, guys. Well, coffee is done. It was delicious. So now we gotta start on doing this fire pit. So I got some rocks right here, right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera down right about there, and go ahead and get these rocks situated. I brought some rocks. I wasn't sure how many rocks I was gonna need, so I'm gonna put the flatter ones here. And that'll work. Good. Almost. Almost fit. Put that one there. That one there. one more. Maybe I'll put this one here. Here he goes. Voila. Just like that. Put this one over here. All right. Not too bad of a fire pit here, if I may say. All right. Well, that wasn't that bad. I think it turned out pretty good for now, you know? So once that's done now, the sun's coming out a little bit. You can see some of the rays coming through the trees. It's beautiful. When that sun hits, man, I tell you what, it's warm. Well, it gets a little bit warmer. This breeze is making everything a little bit too, not too cold, but windy days is not my best days, if you know what I mean. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera down again and continue. I think I'm gonna do first, get all these logs, well, not these logs, these trees that are down. I'm gonna cut them up and then stack them up. So that's next. right, guys, and just like that, we are done. Thank God. So I was able today to stack some wood right there. And I was able to finish the fire pit right there. You can see that right there. And then I was able to gather a couple of stumps. 1, 2, 3, right there. I was able to do more stacking of some wood over there. As you can see, everything's already cleared out. So it's pretty late now. It's late. Let's give an overview. This is what it kind of looks like. So I think it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna run down to the house now and call it a day. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can stick around for future videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.